and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Susquehanna Student Spotlight. I'm your host, Emma Sacco, and today I'm joined with Susquehanna men's tennis senior captain, Ethan Cooley. Ethan, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So this past fall, you were 4-0 with doubles and 3-1 with singles. How did these records make you feel coming into your spring season?
These records they made me pretty confident, and I think they also helped the team be pretty confident. Even before that, we had some pretty good records across everyone on the team coming into both the fall and spring season. And just having that type of record gives someone a little more confidence when they're playing, especially in a tougher match.
All right, and then yesterday, you traveled all the way down to Maryland for the conference championships games. So during these championship matches, you had an hour rain delay. Would you say that this affected the overall performance of the team?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of like in any other sport where a team calls a timeout and they're trying to ice maybe the opponent's player. But in this case, you were basically cold for a full hour, and we had to even re-warm up and everything for it. And I think it just sort of threw off everyone's rhythm just a little bit, but we managed to find it later on.
And then going off that, does playing on a wet court affect the performance?
It does a lot. So with tennis, you can't actually really play on a wet court. Usually you have to wait until it dries. That's why it took such a long time for us to get back into it. Especially with either the ball or the lines on the court, they get very slick. So if you're moving around a lot, you can potentially hurt yourself.
And for the past 2 years, for your doubles, you had the same partner. Would you say that having the same partner plays a part in your success?
Yeah, it does. Having the same partner, or at least the same consistent partner, is huge. You get to build that chemistry with them and that communication that's really effective in doubles itself, and you really need to work on that with whoever you're partnered with in order to beat your opponents.
And then in the fall, the beginning of the spring, you had a different partner for one match. Did you think that had a play in the outcome of that match?
Yeah, I think so. We've never really played doubles together before, and that was our first competitive setting as a doubles pair, so it definitely affected it in some sense. So yeah.
And now going into some personal information about you. In high school, you were a two-sport athlete between swim and tennis. What made you choose to stick with tennis coming into college?
Yeah, so I've been a tennis player for nearly 16 years. I've been playing since I was a little kid, been trained by my parents. And I took up swim in high school as a sort of way to keep my body in shape in preparation for that spring tennis season in high school. And as tennis is a very sort of endurance and cardio-based sport, swim was a pretty good option.
And then why did you choose SU?
I chose SU for both the academic reasons and also because I knew I would be able to play tennis here. Some of the other schools I looked at didn't either have a tennis team or were like a D1 school where I probably was not going to walk onto it.
All right, thank you so much. I was your host, Emma Sacco, and today I was joined with men's tennis senior captain, Ethan Cooley.
Thank you.